following is a presentation of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. It's time for Liberty Lady Flames basketball.
Mills for three. Boom! Avery Mills from downtown. Athene hesitates, penetrates, puts it off the bank and in.
Your defending Conference USA champions.
Highest-Daughter gets the rebound, dribbles it up court. Time expires. The Lady Flames win. They knock off Middle Tennessee to claim their first Conference USA title.
This year, the Lady Flames usher in a new era with first-year head coach Alexis Sherrard. A new leader with the same winning mindset.
We will compete with passion, we will play with discipline, and we will carry ourselves in a way that honors the university's mission and values.
Get ready for all the thrilling moments and jaw-dropping plays.
Over to Highest-Daughter for three. Got it! Now to Bo, and she has her shot blocked off of her and out of bounds by Stout. Rebound Highest-Daughter, and her putback goes in. Nice backdoor pass on the bounce to Stout. Beautiful offense by the Lady Flames.
This is Liberty Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Welcome to live pregame coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Liberty Lady Flames basketball is brought to you in part by Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. It's Bo time. Carillion Clinic, inspiring better health. Carter Bank, life lived full. By Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. Crossroads Family Dentistry. Destination Bedford. By 11 West. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Frank Good Builders. By Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Gentry Lock Attorneys. By The Good Feet Store. By Haley's Appliance and Outdoors. And by Ironclad Coffee Roasters, craft roasted in Richmond, Virginia. Welcome to the Bojangles Tip-Off Show. Coming up, we'll hear from head coach Alexis Sherrard. We'll also have the key players, starting lineups, and much more. Now, let's go live courtside with the voice of the Lady Flames, Jamie Hall.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into Liberty Arena here in Lynchburg, Virginia, where the Lady Flames are getting ready to take on the Richmond Spiders, a very good team out of the A-10, an NCAA tournament team from a season ago. They're 7-3 this year. Already played one conference game. They won that. They were 28-7 last season, made the NCAA tournament as an at-large team, a number 8 seed. They beat number 9 Georgia Tech. This year they're picked number 1 in the A-10, and they started the year number 24 in the AP rankings. Their 3 losses, well, the first one was the second game of the season at Texas, 85-56. Then they lost to TCU 68-52 in the Cancun tournament. And then a home loss most recently in their last game on Sunday versus Fairfield, 93-73. In that game, Fairfield hit 19 three-pointers, so the Spiders ran into a buzzsaw for their, again, that was their third of 3 losses this year, 7 wins total. They have a team made up of 6 seniors, 4 freshmen, 3 transfers. Unlike Liberty, they have no international players. Flames have 7 of the 12 on the lineup that are from outside of the United States. Liberty comes in after a win against George Mason, 74-73, an exciting victory on Sunday up in Fairfax. It took a 3-pointer by Avery Mills with 8 seconds to go to tie the ball game up, and then a steal by Mills on the ensuing inbounds at half court after timeout had been taken, and she got down and actually was able to go the length of the court, draw a foul with 0.6 of a second, hit one of the 2 free throws to give the Flames the lead, and then time expired with only a desperation 3-quarter court shot from the Patriots, and Liberty was able to sneak out of Fairfax with a very big victory. That's the number 2 team in the A-10 coming in as far as the preseason rankings are concerned. Take a look at our Foster Fuels Who's Hot. Well, let's just stay right there with Avery Mills. She tied a career high with 24 points in that game up at JMU. As far as this series is concerned, this is the 28th meeting. UR is 23-4. They've won 3 in a row. These teams last played back in 2023 at Richmond, a 99-73 win, and only Elizabeth Eyesdaughter and Claudia Athene remain from that basketball team 2 years ago. The go-to player for the Spiders is Maggie Dugan. She is a senior, first team All A-10 coming into the year. She's averaging 23 points a game, leads them in that, and also 9 rebounds. So that is definitely the player to watch for the Spiders. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll get the thoughts of head coach Alexis Sherrard, brought to you by Rogers Heating and Cooling, as we continue with more after this from Van Wagner. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network, presented by Abbott Financial Services.
Carolina legends aren't born, they're handmade, only in Bo's Real Southern Kitchen. It all starts with fresh, never frozen chicken marinated for 24 hours in a flavor-packed blend of bold Southern seasonings. Then we hand bread and fry it to crispy, juicy, mouth-watering perfection. That's not just any chicken, that's the Carolina legend. Order some Bojangles and taste what everyone's been craving since 1977. It's Bo time.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carilion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Game day isn't the only adventure. Find yours in Bedford, Virginia, just down the road, but a world away. Explore seasonal events, cruise the Blue Ridge Parkway, or hike the Peaks of Otter. Enjoy outdoor fun at Smith Mountain Lake or play world-class disc golf. Home to the National D-Day Memorial and packed with small-town charm. Bedford has it all. Plan your visit and see the event calendar at DestinationBedfordVA.com. That's DestinationBedfordVA.com.
You're listening to Liberty Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. We're walking you up to game time with the Bojangles Tip-Off Show. Pre-game coverage continues now with the thoughts of Lady Flames head coach Alexis Sherrard, presented by Rogers Heating and Cooling.
Coach, coming off the win against George Mason, I know, and usually it's a 24-hour rule. You celebrate for 24 hours. That game and the fact that you had a little time, I don't know, did that bleed over to like 36 hours? Was there just maybe just a little extra?
Yeah,
because that's a big time win.
A big one.
And how do you now carry that momentum forward? Because there has been a little bit of a time gap, 6 days in between games.
Yeah, so we were able to take a day or two off in preparation for Richmond today. But, our ladies, they're pretty resilient. Like I said, we're so young. We're still learning how to win. So this was going to be a completely different game, different team, different style. I think our ladies were excited to play Richmond. They know the history that we've had with them. So I think they were locked in, had a great week of practice. Richmond is a unique team. They bring unique challenges with their 5-out style of play. So our ladies were very engaged all week, and I think we're ready to execute our game plan.
You know, after we talked a little bit about Richmond this week during the coaches show, I'd mentioned Florida Gulf Coast because they had a similar 5-out. You said they do a little more transition than Richmond does, but similar in the half court. And I got to thinking, is there anybody left that would remember Florida Gulf Coast? There's only 2 players that are left that remember Richmond from 2 years ago.
Right.
You know, Liz and Claudia were the only 2 on the roster when you guys played them in 2023. So not very many players are familiar.
Game review with regards to George Mason, and then this week was all Richmond Spiders. I mean, the word Hawaii has not come up at all this whole week. So, one game at a time. As we always say, this is the most important game of the year, simply because it's the next game. And after the game, at the appropriate time, then we'll talk about the Hawaii trip.
How about the Ortho Virginia injury report?
Oh, thank God everyone's healthy and ready to go.
Sounds good, Coach. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie.
And that was head coach Alexis Sherrard. We'll be back with the relevant law tip right after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Rogers Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Plumbing. Your certified Generac backup generator experts. Online at callrogers.com.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors. Locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose. and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
This broadcast of Liberty University Athletics is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts, descriptions, and broadcasts may not be transmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flames Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's time for Liberty Lady Flames basketball.
Mills for three. Boom! Avery Mills from downtown. Athene hesitates, penetrates, puts it off the bank and in.
Your defending Conference USA champions.
Highest-Daughter gets the rebound, dribbles it up court. Time expires. The Lady Flames win. They knock off Middle Tennessee to claim their first Conference USA title.
This year, the Lady Flames usher in a new era with first-year head coach Alexis Sherrard, a new leader with the same winning mindset.
We will compete with passion, we will play with discipline, and we will carry ourselves in a way that honors the university's mission and values.
Get ready for all the thrilling moments and jaw-dropping plays.
Over to Highest-Daughter for three. Got it! Nadabo, and she has her shot blocked off of her and out of bounds by Stout. Rebound, Highest-Daughter, and their putback goes in. Nice backdoor pass on the bounce to Stout. Beautiful offense by the Lady Flames.
This is Liberty Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. It's game time. Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair, providing preventable maintenance, repair, and service at multiple locations and at larrystireservice.com. By the Liberty Bookstore, the official online store of Liberty Athletics. Lynchburg Nissan. By Peary Family Dentistry. Rogers Heating and Cooling, servicing Greater Lynchburg's HVAC and electrical needs. Segra, offering customized business technology solutions. Learn more at segra.com. By the United States Space Force. And by Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game.
And welcome back into Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames and Richmond getting set to do battle. The starting lineups are being announced. Let's pass those along to you. First, for the visiting Richmond Spiders and their head coach Aaron Roussel in his 7th season. He will start number 3, Alicia Newell. She is a 5'9" sophomore from Clinton, Maryland, averaging 8.1 points a game. Alongside her is Sam Dewey. Dewey is number 13. Newell, number 3. Sam Dewey, a 6'2 senior forward from Melrose, Massachusetts by way of Illinois. 3 points, 3 rebounds a game for Dewey. Allie Sweeney is number 14. She was named second team All A-10 coming into this season, a 5'6 junior from Sparta, New Jersey. 10 points a game for Sweeney. Rachel Ahlstrom wears number 22, first team All-Conference in the A-10, 6'1 senior from Auburn, Massachusetts. She's at 18 points against Fairfield in their last outing. She averages 14 a game. And then finally Maggie Dugan. Dugan is number 44, also first team All A-10, a 6'2 senior from Broomall, Pennsylvania. Had 24 points and 7 assists against Fairfield. She leads the team in a bunch of categories. 23.1 points a game, 9 rebounds a contest. She's shooting 90% from the free throw line and has hit 32 three-pointers at a 45% clip on the year. Dugan. For the Lady Flames and head coach Alexis Sherrard, Claudia Athene will run the point. She wears number 4, 5'8 junior from Girona, Spain. 9.6 points a game, had 8 assists and only 1 turnover against George Mason, that win on Sunday. Avery Mills wears number 1, 5'9 sophomore from Lynchburg, Virginia. A team-high 16.9 points a game, 26 three-pointers, and is hitting 39% from 3. Elizabeth Eyestarter is number 21, 6'2 junior from Iceland. 5 points, 5 rebounds, had 10 against GMU. Ify Nwabi wears number 6, 6'2 redshirt freshman from Calgary, Canada. 7 points and a team-high 10.8 rebounds on the year. And in the post, Emmy Stout, 6'3 sophomore from San Diego, California. 16.6 points a game, 6.3 rebounds, had 22 points and 5 assists against George Mason. Dugan and Stout in the center circle, and the Flames win the opening tip, and they've got the first possession of the ball game. Liberty in the white uniforms, red numbers, baby blue trim, while Richmond is in the dark blue uniforms with white numbers and red trim. Liberty going to our right. Athene will drive to the basket and float it in with a kiss off the glass. Liberty leads 2-0. Richmond on offense the other way. In the deep corner, Ahlstrom gets caught up by Stout and is going to be forced into a 5-second violation. Solid defense by Liberty to begin this ball game. The Flames earn the turnover, and they'll come back on the offensive side, leading 2-0. Give you the tail of the tape between these two teams here in just a moment. As Athene comes near wing to Eyestarter. She looks postward, nothing there. Has to come back up top to Mills. Mills on the near wing will pull from 3 off the back rim, and the board is controlled by the Spiders. Allie Sweeney. Sweeney across half court, surveys the defense. Skips a pass near wing. Three-pointer from Dewey is too strong. And Athene the rebound for Liberty. Up court to Eyestarter, who wasn't expecting the pass. Turnover. Richmond gets the ball. Back the other side, Sweeney. Comes outside to Ahlstrom, Rachel Ahlstrom, over to Dugan. Dugan will try to throw a pass into the paint. A foul is whistled against the Flames' Ify Nwabi. She had picked up some foul trouble in that game up at George Mason. Saw her first half minutes limited because of that. Richmond on the inbound. Newell over on the far wing. Dugan's three-pointer is short, and Nwabi gets the rebound. It's knocked loose. She goes to the floor and is fouled. Officials for today's game: Natasha Kami. I'm hoping I say this right. Ifeanyi Seals and Joshua Howell. Cloudy Athene with the ball for the Lady Flames. Comes around a screen at the top of the arc. Liberty leads 2-0, about 2 minutes in. Cross-court pass to Nwabi. She's going to try a 3. It's too strong. And the rebound is eventually controlled by the Spiders. Ulstrom up court to Sweeney. Sweeney goes to the far side of the court and picks up her dribble. Almost had it tied up. In some trouble. Has to throw a desperation pass out to Ulstrom. Gets to her. Now back in the corner to Sweeney. Sweeney with 13 seconds to shoot. Goes back to Ulstrom. Ulstrom into the paint. Floats one off the glass, but missed it. Too strong. And the Flames get the board. Up court to Mills. Mills to Stout. Stout hands off to Mills on the far wing. Looking for a little space. She'll pull up from 15, in and out, halfway down. Rebound Richmond. Both teams struggling offensively to begin the game. We're stuck on 2-0, almost 3 minutes in. Spiders are going to try to go on the inside to Ulstrom, and she gets the catch but can't finish the shot. Gets her own rebound, though, and resets to Dugan. Dugan drives on Nawabi, gets into the paint and scores. Took over 3 minutes, but Richmond's on the board. We're tied at 2. Flames on offense. Athene off of a screen. Attacks the basket. Same spot she scored earlier. Missed the shot, but an offensive rebound by Ife Nawabi, and she's able to score. Put the Flames back up by 2. 6.5 minutes on the clock. And rolling here in the first quarter. Dugan with Eisdotter guarding her. A bump is going to be called against Liz. She picks up her first personal foul. The foul on Richmond a moment ago was Newell. Nawabi has one as well. Talking about the tail of the tape. Flames a plus 12.4 in rebounding. Richmond a plus 4.6. So that's certainly a key to keep an eye on. Both teams pass the ball well. 16 assists. Flames with 19 turnovers. Richmond averages 16 as Dugan will drive to the basket after the inbound, and she scores. 4-4. Liberty across half court to Stout in the high post. Now up top to Nawabi. She'll lob near wing to Eisdotter. Squares to the basket. Hands off to Stout. Stout picks up her dribble, goes back out to Nawabi. Nawabi with 12 seconds to shoot. Behind the back dribble, spins in some trouble and traveled with the basketball. The defense was there. She didn't have the space she needed. And Liberty with the giveaway. Second turnover of the game. Neither team forces a bunch of turnovers. Flames do okay. 15 is okay. Richmond only forces 13 turnovers a game. Spiders with the basketball. Dugan on the outside. Goes far corner to Newell. Now back up top to Dugan. Near wing. The three-pointer from Sweeney is good. This Richmond squad hits 37% from behind the arc. By way of comparison, the Flames hit 35%. Both of those are good numbers for a team. Obviously, Richmond a little bit better. Liberty down by 3. First lead of the game for the Spiders. Athene picks up her dribble, tries to go inside to Stout. It's a tough catch for her. She goes to the floor to save it. Out to Eisdotter for 3. It's off to the left, though, and the rebound taken by Richmond. Spiders back on offense. Nice backdoor pass from Tiara Simon. And now it's a 9-4 lead for the Spiders. They've scored 5 straight. Liberty going to try to answer. Eisdotter, a wide open three-pointer far corner, and she got it. Eisdotter, who had 2 huge three-pointers in the fourth quarter of the game at George Mason. It's the first for the Flames today, brought to you by Haley's Appliance and Outdoor. Liberty's cut this down to a 2-point game. Do a media timeout next dead ball. Simon's going to try to answer. Her three-pointer, though, is off to the right. Flames get the rebound. Athene and Nawabi have a chuckle as they come back up court because Ife stole the board away from her teammate. Mills off of a screen will bounce it into Nawabi, who's left wide open. Beautifully run offense by the Lady Flames. On the roll, Ife ties the game up at 9. So after 5 in a row for Richmond, 5 in a row for the Flames. Sweeney on the far side up to Dugan. Dugan looks interior and finds Newell. She missed the shot, though. However, got her own rebound. It comes around to Dugan. Dugan's three is too strong, and Nawabi gets another board. Spiders 1 of 5 to begin the game from outside the arc. The Flames 1 of 4. But Liberty 44% overall from the field. Highest daughter on the near side as her pass deflected and stolen away, and now a foul called against Liberty. Athene trying to keep it from being a fast break the other end. We'll pick up the personal, and that will bring us to a media timeout. 3:20 on the clock here in the first quarter, and we are tied at 9. It'll be Richmond basketball when we return. From Van Wagner, this is the Liberty Flames Sports Network presented by Abish Financial Services.
Although you try not to, most of us have used an ATM out of network, and at the end you get that notice. It's going to cost you $4 extra. You're paying money to get your own money. It makes you crazy. In retirement, you're going to want to use your 401k, but every time you dip into it, you have to pay taxes. Here we go again. You have to pay money to get your own money. I'm Abe Abish, founder of Abish Financial Services. We believe that every retirement plan needs a tax plan. Without it, you're using Uncle Sam's plan. And do you really think that's going to work in your favor? Call us for your customized retirement tax plan, 571-570-3559. If you've saved $500,000 or more, we'll build your plan complimentary. 571-570-3559 or visit theretirementkey.com.
Investment advisory services offered through Abish Financial Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor firm. Insurance services offered through Abish Financial Services, Inc., licensed in Virginia.
Hi, this is Alan York, asking you to join the team as a member of the Flames Club. As a Flames Club member, you can make a difference by directly contributing to the success of Liberty Athletics. The Flames Club's mission is to raise the financial support needed to provide our coaches and student athletes with the resources to compete for championships. Membership levels vary and begin at just $75. Some gifts may even be tax deductible. When you join the Flames Club, you're truly investing in champions and championships. Join today at libertyflamesclub.org.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
9-9 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Thank everybody for tuning in to the broadcast. Lady Flames taking on Richmond in Liberty Arena. Already some folks checking in on Facebook. Greg Mills from Felton, Delaware. Donna Sapp also listening in from Delaware. Avery Mills' aunt and uncle. Go Flames, they say on the Facebook live stream. We're also on YouTube, so you can send us a comment there as well. Early going of this basketball game, had a couple of 5-0 runs. Put Richmond up by 5. Flames have led by as many as 2. Currently even at 9. Ife Nawabi leads the Flames with 4 points. Maggie Dugan with 4 points for the Spiders. It will be Richmond basketball when we get back underway. Dugan inbounds in the backcourt to Newell. She dribbles across half court as we see some new players on the floor for the Lady Flames. Lynn Peters, Kayla Thompson, and Emma Leon. Pass goes far wing to a new player for the Richmond Spiders, Ava Perschetti, and Perschetti takes a difficult three-pointer. She's a very good three-point shooter, though. 44%. She hits it and puts Richmond back up. Actually going to say it was a two-pointer. So 9 for the Flames, 11 for the Spiders. Leon on the near side for Liberty. She's going to drive, and her shot hit the side of the backboard. Rebound to Richmond. Coming the other way is Newell. She'll kick it outside to Simon. Simon lobs a pass to Dugan. Dugan with Eyes daughter matching her. Throws a dime on the interior to Perchetti, but she missed the layup. Flames get the rebound. Seen some shots not fall from point blank early on in this game for Richmond. Flames had that trouble themselves in the George Mason game. Mills left open for three at the top of the arc. Got it. Avery Mills from 3rd Street. And Liberty's back on top. 12-11. Minute 53 and the clock running here in the first quarter. Simon on the near wing. Richmond attacks the goal to our left. Dugan is now going to try to penetrate. Throws a pass underneath. It's stolen away. Leon with the defense up top. Ayestadter with the interception down low. Thompson spins across half court. 3 versus 3. Newell on her. We'll get it to Mills. Mills from 3 on the far side. Missed the shot. And rebound to Newell for Richmond. All the way back the other end. She goes cross court to Perchetti. Perchetti drives, scores, and draws the foul, which will be 2 on Ayestadter, and that's a rough spot for the Flames because Liz is probably the Flames' best defender, and she's going to have to check out of the ball game, and we'll see if she checks back in before halftime. We have noticed, though, over the course of this season, Coach Sherrard, his first season as head coach, he's trusted his players to stay in the game or get back into the game with 2 fouls in the first half. We saw that with Ife Nwabi in the last ball game. The free throw pops out, so Richmond has a 1-point lead. They're a very good 3-point shooting team. The ball is knocked out of play on the far side of the court. It'll stay with Liberty. Spiders 77% from the free throw line as a squad. The Flames, by way of comparison, 68%. Richmond shooting 45% from the field. Liberty 43%. We mentioned earlier the 3-point percentage is 37-35 on average for Richmond in their favor. Liberty with the basketball. 10 seconds to shoot. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Thompson picks up her dribble. Is in a little trouble. Has to hand off to Leon, who's going to drive to the basket. Her shot, though, is off the mark. Peterson gets the rebound and cleans things up. Len Peters with her first 2 points, and the Flames are back up by 1. 38 seconds until the end of this first quarter. On the drive, the Spiders dish off underneath to Perchetti, and Perchetti gets the layup. Offense has certainly picked up of late for both teams. The Spiders up to 47%, the Flames at 43%. 20 seconds to go, and the Flames can hold for the final shot, but they're going to take a 3 quickly instead, and it's off the mark. A little bit of a, I think, second unit. Well, it's mostly the second unit, but second unit mistake there. Had a chance to hold for the final possession, and instead, Richmond, after the miss that goes out of bounds, will have the ball with time winding down. Sweeney to Dugan. Back to Sweeney. She's going to drive. Thompson comes over for defense, but the layup is good. Little teardrop floater as time expires. So not the best final 30 seconds for Liberty. They could have at worst held the ball and tried to score as time expired. Instead, they went quickly, and it backfired on them because Richmond scores on the other end. They'll also have the basketball to start the second quarter. It's 17-14. Spiders with the lead. We'll take a break. After this, from Van Wagner, this is the Liberty Flames Sports Network presented by Abbott Financial Services.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community. And that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch support so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank game at a glance.
Both teams have had their runs in the first quarter. Richmond finishes up shooting 50% from the field, and they lead by 3 as we head to the second. They were up by as many as 5. Flames had a 2-point lead. Liberty shooting 6 of 15, 2 of 7 from 3. Richmond 8 of 16 and 1 of 5 from 3. Liberty with 3 turnovers, the Spiders with 2. Rebounding is 9 apiece. Points in the paint, 10-8 Richmond. And they play that 5-out scheme, but they've taken more of advantage of going on the drive and creating points inside than they have really from hitting the 3-point shots on the exterior, although they're a very good 3-point shooting team, so that's something you can't let your guard down on. It will be Richmond basketball when we return to play here in a moment. Perchetti has 8 points to lead them. For Liberty, Ipi Nawabi with 4 is the high score. On the inbounds, Allie Sweeney with the basketball. Comes on the near wing to Ulstrom. Further down low to Dugan, who throws a pass to Dewey, and Dewey on the low block draws a foul. We'll see our first free throws of the ball game. Sam Dewey, Illinois transfer, 4 of 6 on the season from the free throw line. Makes the first. And that first set of free throws, there was a single free throw earlier in the game by Richmond on a 3-point play opportunity that they missed. Both free throws are good. And it's back out to a 5-point lead for the Spiders. Flames Thompson on offense. She'll pull up from the near wing. Her shot's off the mark, though. Too strong. Rebound, Richmond. They'll run it back the other end. Sweeney's going to try to drive on Mills. She's cut off, double team. Throws a behind-the-back pass to Ulstrom, who scores. Wow. Talk about getting yourself out of trouble. Dealt well with the double team. Gives the Spiders the football score lead of 21-14. These universities have played some exciting football games over the years. Liberty on offense, and now Liberty is not on offense. Bounce pass goes astray. Ends up in the Flames cheerleading team. 4th turnover for LU. Now UR with the basketball. They scored an hour left. A little over a minute into the second quarter. Interior pass looking for Ulstrom is poked away by Mills. The Flames get the turnover back. Athene on the far wing to Nawabi, who hands to Thompson. Thompson waits for a screen, comes around it, picks up her dribble, dips through and missed the shot though. The rebound taken by Richmond. Flame shooting percentage now down into the 30s. Back the other way, driving to the hoop is Dewey, and she draws a foul. Richmond, as Coach Sherrard said, they don't hang their hat on a lot of transition, but they have taken advantage of a couple runs up court. That foul on Stout is her second. So Stout with 2, Iastauter with 2. First free throw is good by Dewey. Now has 3 points in the game, make it 4. Liberty down by 9. This is the largest lead for either team. 8:10 on the clock here in the second quarter. Lynn Peters, who checks back in, has the ball on the near wing, picks up her dribble, in some trouble, and barely gets it to Thompson before the 5 seconds expired. Her pass to Athene is deflected out of play. It'll stay with Liberty. Richmond's up to 53% for the game, 9 of 17. The Flames, 6 of 17, 35%. Athene to inbound, and we're going to have a foul before the inbounds against Richmond. That is the first foul of the quarter for Richmond. Liberty will inbound on the baseline. Flames scoring with the goal to our right. Wearing the white home uniforms, Richmond in the blues. Athene drives and now has to resettle. Goes back on the left side, dips through and scores. Great patience by Claudia. She makes it 23-16. 7:35 left in the quarter. Interior feed looking for Dugan. Finds her, but there's a foul first. That'll go against Ife Nwabi, and she now has 2 fouls. So the Flames mounting up some foul trouble here in the first half. Iastauter, Nwabi, and Stout each with 2. Iastauter will check back into the game with those 2 fouls. We also see Lydia Mwamba in for the first time. She's guarding Dugan in the far corner, who lobs a pass up top to Newell, hands back to Ulstrom. To Dugan again, back to Newell. She'll drive, floats it over the top of Peters, missed the shot, and Liberty gets the board. Iastauter was guarding her initially, but couldn't be overly aggressive because of the foul problems. Allowed her to get by, but she didn't capitalize, and the Flames now on offense. Iastauter picks up her dribble, goes inside to Peters. It's deflected, but last touch to Lady Flame out of bounds. Flames with the turnover, which is number 5. Richmond with the ball on the inbounds. They run 8 normally. 8 players get 10 minutes or more a game. The Flames, about 9 on average, will get 10 minutes or more in a game. Dugan with Athene on her. Kicks it out to Dewey. Dewey comes near side to Newell. Down to 7 seconds to shoot. Dugan's going to fade back for 3. It's off the mark, but an offensive rebound is pulled in by Ulstrom. She'll give to Dugan. Dugan drives and scores. Back to a 9-point advantage for Richmond. It's the Spiders team that's picked to win the A-10. Athene, 3-pointer near side. Good. Claudia with her first 3-pointer of the ball game. She came in shooting 52% from 3, 13 of 25. Dugan spins back the other way for Richmond, gets into the paint and scores. Nice move by Maggie Dugan. First team all A-10 and on some national lists as well as far as All-American. Flames go back on offense. Iastauter drives to the hoop and got kind of put in a bad spot. She put herself in a bad spot. Had to just throw a shot from her hip almost, but Flames get a break because the rebound goes off of Richmond and out of play. So Liberty will get another chance, trailing 27-19. I misspoke. It's an 8-point game, not a 9-point game right now. Richmond had led by as many as 9. Lydia Mwamba has Pass up top to Peters, and then her pass is picked off. Newell will run it out the other way. Easy basket for Richmond. They now open up their largest lead of the afternoon, and the Flames are going to take a timeout, which will bring us to a media timeout. 5:22 left in the second. Richmond up by 10. Flames will have the basketball, and we'll see if they make any adjustments to the lineup when we return to play after this break. From Van Wagner, this is the Liberty Flames Sports Network, presented by Abish Financial Services.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
It's the season of giving, and Lynchburg Nissan is giving you more than ever. Get $10,000 off MSRP on select models or 0% financing for up to 60 months. Drive home a brand new car starting under $18,000 and get 130% of fair KBB value for your trade. Plus, you'll receive 1 million miles of coverage at no cost. But hurry, inventory is limited. Visit lynchburgnissan.com or stop by today. Lynchburg Nissan, home of the million-mile warranty.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Now, back to the game.
Flames Pep Band keeping everybody entertained. Last home game before Christmas for the Lady Flames. They trail Richmond 29-19 with 5:22 to go in the second quarter. Liberty will travel to Hawaii on Tuesday, play Friday and Saturday against both Hawaii and Oregon State, Oregon State's actually the host of that tournament in Maui. Technically, if you go by the East Coast, both of the games are on Saturday, which we believe is the first time that's ever happened in program history, to where there would be two games played on the same calendar day. Because of the time difference, it's different days in Hawaii. You're definitely going to want to have some coffee if you stay up with us. 12:30 a.m. start in the game against Hawaii on the 20th, and then later that day at 11 p.m. Eastern, Oregon State. Liberty with the basketball as we go back to play here on the right side of the court for Liberty. Over to Mills. Mills to Thompson, and Thompson with 15 seconds to shoot is guarded by Newell, and we're going to have a foul away from the hoop and away from the ball on the near side of the court as Mills took a spill. So who's that win against? As the Flames inbound to Mwamba. Liddy Mwamba, who was streaking to the basket. She catches it in stride and scores to make it 29-21. Dugan works the other end against Ayas-Daughter, and a great job by Liz defensively, playing with the two personal fouls, forces them to a tough shot. Flames get the rebound. They go back the other way. Thompson to Mills. Mills being guarded by Newell. Bounces it up top to Liddy Mwamba. Mwamba's pass, though, is picked off. Richmond back the other end. Olstrom to Newell. Bounce pass to Dugan. Dugan back down low, and it makes it to Ulstrom. I think Newell thought the pass was to her, almost tipped it away from her teammate. Both of them were cutting in the same direction. It gets to Ulstrom, who makes the catch and scores. It's back now to a 10-point lead for the Spiders. Liberty with the basketball. Peters at the top of the arc. Picks up her dribble. Comes back to Thompson with 6 seconds to shoot. She spins to the near wing, nothing there. Tries to penetrate, goes up with the left hand and scores. Nice play by Jakayla Thompson. 31-23 Richmond. And a steal by Eisstotter. She picks off the pass, has a streak back the other way where she scores. Took it away from Dugan and then out-raced her to the basket. 4 straight points for Liberty, 6-point game. A little over 3 minutes till halftime. Dugan's left with a bit of space and fires one up from 27. About 4 feet behind the line, and she hits. Outside of the foul trouble that Elizabeth is playing with, that is a fun matchup that we're going to watch throughout the course of this game. Dugan and Eisstotter. Thompson may have gotten away with a double dribble there as that ball kind of hung a little bit as she was on her hip. It goes over to Liddy Mwamba, who gives off to Peters. Shot falls, foul called. Lynn Peters will step to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. It wasn't a pretty possession for the first 25 seconds. But the last 5 seconds were magic. Peters will take the first free throw of the game for Liberty. Every free throw the Lady Flames make this season. 100 meals will be donated to local area food banks through the Food Line Feed Score to Give More campaign. Peters hits. And the score is 34-28. Richmond on offense, faking a three is Sweeney. She drives and then lobs near side corner where Dewey will take a three. It's too strong, and Eisstotter skies up for the rebound across half court to Athene. Athene penetrates along the baseline, is double team, gives off to Nawabi in the paint. She's fouled and scores. Efi will have a chance to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. Liberty's cut this down to a 4-point game. Efi on the season, 56% free throw shooter. The lefty hits, and we've got a 3-point game. Liberty on a 6-0 run. Spiders on the far wing. Dugan tries to pass down low. It's almost stolen away, but does eventually get to Sweeney. Sweeney fakes the three, drives baseline, floats it in. That ends the Flames run. Puts the Spiders up by 5. Mills going to try to answer with a long 2. Comes up short. Might have been tipped. Back the other way, driving to the hoop, and a nice pass to Dewey. Dewey then has her shot blocked out of bounds by Emma Leon. Flames 5'6" freshman hustling back on defense, blocked the ball out of play and kept Dewey from getting an easy layup. Inbound pass to Dugan. Now to Peyton Richard, who had just checked into the game. Richard, I should say, has her pocket picked by Athene. Athene across half court. Dips into the paint, nothing there. Out to Nawabi. Nawabi, a couple of bounces. Now goes through, and she's going to be called for an offensive foul. Wave off the basket. Richmond gets it back with a 5-point lead, 36-31. A minute 16 until halftime. Flames up to 50% from the field, but Richmond 54%. Dugan will dribble it down court herself. Drives and dishes out to Simon. Her three-pointer's off the back heel of the rim. The rebound out to Leon. It's knocked away from her and out of bounds to Liberty. Flames have hit 5 of their last 6. Spiders 2 of 9 from 3 in the game. Athene up to Mills. Mills into Stout. Stout on the right side. Missed the shot. Tried to get her own rebound, and it's out of bounds off of her. That is not a shot that Emmy misses very often. A quiet first half for her. That was the first shot attempt she has made. No points for the Flames' second leading scorer. Simon over on the far side to Dugan. Dugan's three-pointer's off the mark. Athene comes out of the pack with the basketball. About a 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock as we head to half. Liberty down by 5. Athene dribbling on top of the Liberty logo at midcourt. She has Perchetti on her. Calls for some movement. They're going to run the clock down. 8 seconds on the shot clock as Athene comes near wing. She's going to pull up and comes up short. The rebound is tipped to the far corner where Leon picks it up, and she is tied up. Arrow will keep it with Liberty with 3 seconds to shoot. Inbounding on the baseline. We'll see what Coach Alexis Sherrard has up his sleeve as far as this inbounds play is concerned. Stout, Luamba, Leon, Mills, and Athene are the 5 for the Flames. Inbound pass comes to Mwamba, now out to Athene, 1 second to shoot, and she just has to fling it up. It catches the bottom of the rim, but that is not the way the Flames wanted that final possession to go. They come up empty and also lose the possession arrow in the process, so Richmond will get the ball to start the second half, leading 36-31. We'll have a complete look at your Larry's Tire and Auto stats coming up a little bit later on in halftime, but I will preview that by saying the Flames with 8 turnovers in the first half, 5 for Richmond. That allowed an 11-2 advantage in points off turnovers. So that is the one stat that really stands out. Not only more turnovers for the Flames, but the Spiders took advantage of those extra possessions, shooting 50% from the field, leading by as many as 10. They're currently up by 5. Nick Pierce is back in the studio. He'll get our Segra halftime show kicked off here in just a moment with a look at the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard here in Lynchburg. It's Richmond 36, Liberty 31. We're back with more after this from Van Wagner. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network, presented by Abish Financial Services.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at any of their 4 locations, with 2 in Lynchburg, 1 in Forest, and 1 at Able Tire in Concord. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report, powered by Segra. Segra offers customized business solutions. Learn more at Segra.com.
Nick Pierce back here with you inside the studio at the half. Lady Flames trail it by 5. Richmond 36, Liberty 31 at Liberty Arena in Lynchburg. Glad you are with us. Coming up, we'll have a look at those first half stats for you, a look at what's happening around Flames athletics, and much more on the way. So stick around here as we bring you our halftime update. Let's first take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders around Conference USA this afternoon. Handful of games happening. Only one other game in progress at the moment, though. Missouri State trailing Arkansas 27-13. About a minute and a half to go in the first half of that ball game. Elsewhere, it is a 3 o'clock Eastern tip for UTEP. The Miners are 7-1, and they'll be challenged today heading out to Provo to take on BYU. BYU off to a 10-1 start. They'll play that at the Marriott Center again coming up here at the top of the hour. 3:30 Eastern tip for Jacksonville State. They're at home against Point University. And a little bit later on, 6 o'clock Eastern start down in the Bayou. Number 5, unbeaten LSU at 10-0, hosting Louisiana Tech at 5-3. Elsewhere, women's top 25. Not a whole lot happening at the moment. A couple of finals from earlier. Number 6, Michigan takes care of Akron 85-59. Number 17, Ole Miss, no problems with Wofford, 86-52, the final there. A couple of good games to keep an eye on later. Number 9, Oklahoma. Number 23, Oklahoma State. Bedlam and women's hoops, I guess. They'll play that game at 4 o'clock Eastern in in Oklahoma City. That'll be a 4 o'clock Eastern tip for number 9, Oklahoma. Number 23, Oklahoma State. Both teams 10-1. Also 5:30 Eastern, number 1 UConn, unbeaten Huskies, take on number 16 USC in Los Angeles. Again, that one tipping off at 5:30. And at the half at Liberty Arena here in Lynchburg, again, the Lady Flames trail the Spiders 36-31. Liberty led in scoring in the first half by Claudia Afine and Ifi Nwabe, each with 7 points. Jamie Hall will have the detailed first half stats coming up here for you in just a bit. We'll take our next break. When we come back here, we will have an update on Flames athletics. We'll let you know what's happening. Liberty men's hoops, also an update on track and field, all that and much more coming up. Stay with us. You're on the Segra Halftime Report. This is from Van Wagner. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network presented by Abish Financial Services.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
You're listening to Lady Flames Basketball live. Now back to the halftime report, powered by Segra on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Richmond leads Liberty 36-31 at the half at Liberty Arena in Lynchburg. Nick Pierce back here with you inside our studios from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network, presented by Abish Financial Services. Well, let's take a look at what's happening around Liberty Flames athletics. And we'll start with men's hoops. Coming off a rough loss on Wednesday night, 85-45. Liberty falls to NC State in Raleigh. Season worst shooting night for the Flames, just 35% from the field, 21% from three. That was also a season worst. Flames were 6 of 28 from distance. Brett Decker Jr. and J.J. Harper each had 12 points for Liberty. Good news, Colin Porter was able to play. Again, he'd been nursing a hamstring injury, but not enough for the Flames as they fall to the Wolfpack. Flames are back at home this Tuesday night against Midway. Liberty now 6-3 on the year, still unbeaten at home. Liberty and Midway tip it off 6 o'clock with a 5:30 airtime this Tuesday. Alan York, Jason Porter will have the call. Also next Saturday, Liberty travels to Dayton. That'll be the final non-conference game of the year. The Flyers are 7-3, 5-0 at home with wins over Georgetown and Marquette on the year, both of those in overtime. Dayton, a very tough crowd. They will host North Florida tonight at 7 o'clock if you want to get a little look ahead to what the Flames will be up against next weekend. Flames cross-country news, Liberty's Heather Zeeland, the Conference USA Coach of the Year. Her daughter, Allie Zeeland, for Liberty, the Conference USA Women's Athlete of the Year. Those two mother-daughter duo, they sweep the conference awards. Lady Flames won the CUSA title. Allie Zeeland won the CUSA individual title, finished 21st at Nationals, and she was named an All-American. Already off to a strong start in indoor track and field. Finished third at the 3K in Boston, at Boston U, last weekend with a time of 8:44.71. That's a school record, 10th best time in NCAA history. You can see a chat we had recently with Allie Zeeland on LibertyFlames.com, the Liberty Flames mobile app, and our Liberty Flames YouTube page as well. After today for women's hoops, next games are at Hawaii next Friday night, Saturday morning. Liberty battles Hawaii at 5-5. That'll be a 12:30 a.m. Eastern start, 7:30 local time. Airtime here just after midnight at 12:10. Then next Saturday it'll be Liberty and Oregon State in Hawaii. That'll get underway at 11 Eastern. So that's a look ahead for the Lady Flames. And again at the half right now, Liberty Arena in Lynchburg. Richmond leads Liberty 36-31. We're headed back down to the arena with Jamie Hall for a look at your first half stats after you hear this from Van Wagner. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network presented by Abish Financial Services.
It's bow time. Carolina legends aren't born. They're handmade, only in Bo's Real Southern Kitchen. It all starts with fresh, never frozen chicken marinated for 24 hours in a flavor-packed blend of bold Southern seasonings. Then we hand bread and fry it to crispy, juicy, mouth-watering perfection. That's not just any chicken, that's the Carolina legend. Order some Bojangles and taste what everyone's been craving since 1977. It's bow time.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half. Presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. Lady Flames are trailing 36-31 at the intermission. As the teams warm up, we're about 2 minutes away from the second half getting underway, and the Flames shooting percentage, not bad, but just not as good as Richmond. Liberty 46% in the first half, 13 of 28. The Spiders 50%, 15 of 30. And Richmond was only 2 of 10 from 3. That's well below their season average. They come in hitting 37% from outside the arc. Liberty was 3 of 8, 38%. Flames hit a couple of free throws and 2 attempts. Richmond was 4 of 5. Rebounding was 16-15 in favor of Liberty. 8 Flames turnovers, 5 for Richmond. That led to 11 points to 2 as far as points off turnovers. Points in the paint were tied at 20. Second chance 4-4. Fast break points 4-2 Richmond. Bench points 9-8 Liberty. Maggie Dugan, as she often does, led Richmond in scoring with 11 points. Ava Perchetti off the bench with 8. Liberty's leading scorers were Ify Nawabi and Claudia Athene. Each had 7 points, but Ify picked up 3 personal fouls in the first half. She also led Liberty with 6 rebounds, but we'll see how limited she might be as far as availability in the third. Eyestotter and Stout also with 2 fouls. Newell had 2 for Richmond, the only player with more than 1. Eyestotter with 5 points. Lynn Peters also with 5 points off the bench. Flames' 2 leading scorers, Avery Mills and Emmy Stout, only 3 points combined in the first half. Mills 1 of 5 for 3 points, 1 of 3 from outside the arc. And Emmy Stout was 0 of 1, only took 1 shot, did not score, and did not get a rebound in 11 minutes of playing time with that foul trouble. Libby Mwamba also put in 2 points for the Lady Flames. If you get a chance, check out this week's Liberty Flames women's basketball show. We had an opportunity to sit down with Avery Mills, talk about that GMU game on Sunday, as well as a look ahead to Christmas. And she tells us that's her favorite time of the year. Coach Alexis Sherrard also featured on this week's show. You can find it on the Liberty Flames YouTube page, also on Spotify and iTunes if you just want to listen to the audio. Richmond with the basketball to start the second half, and a nice backdoor pass for an easy 2. It's 38-31 Spiders. They led by as many as 10. Flames had a 2-point lead in the first half. Eyestotter on the drive, missed the shot. Skying in for the rebound is Nawabi, but she can't handle it. It goes out of play to Richmond. So I want to say hello to Bella Smuda, who's listening in, or listened in to that George Mason game on Sunday. Said she'd probably be listening in to most of the games this year because she can't connect up overseas to the ESPN Plus feed to watch the ball game. She's playing professional hoops over in Europe, and we certainly miss Bella. As Richmond will take a near side 3-pointer. Ulstrom not able to connect, and the Flames get the ball out of bounds. Athene dribbles in the backcourt, waits for a screen as she comes across the timeline. Athene picks up her dribble to Mills. Mills squares up, now fades back for 3. Got it! That was a tough shot by Avery Mills. She created the space. 6 points for Avery. Second 3-pointer brought to you by Haley's Appliance and Outdoor. Dugan up top for Richmond. Their lead is down to 4. She'll dip it underneath to a cutting Dewey, and Sam Dewey lays it in. Richmond has a lot of cutters to the basket on each offensive possession, and they have the passers to find them. Ify Nwabi will pull up from just inside the arc. She comes up short. Richmond with the rebound. Back the other way is Newell. She's cut off. Back out to Dewey. Cross court to Dugan. I'm sorry, to Ulstrom. Her three-pointer clangs off the rim, and the Flames get the board. Liberty down by 6. Eyestadter on the far wing. Up top to Athene. Liberty going to our left. Mills clears some space, takes the three. It's short though. Stout with the rebound. Her putback's good. Emmy Stout on the board. Only her second field goal attempt of the game. 1 of 2. Ulstrom to Dugan. She has Eyestadter on her. Going to try to drive. Gets past but missed the shot. Mills with the rebound. Eyestadter played quite a few minutes in the second quarter with those 2 personal fouls, as we see a near steal at midcourt by Newell. She knocks the ball out of play. It'll stay with Liberty. Flames will be inbounding in the front court, so the shot clock, no, actually it is in the back court, so I think they've got to get this into the front court within 2 seconds, but the inbound pass actually comes into the front court anyway, so no worries on a 10-second call as Liberty sets up the offense. The Mills now eventually on the near wing to Eyestadter into Stout. Stout, a nice move to get to the right side but missed the lay-in. Nwabi with the board though, and her left-handed putback falls through. It's a 2-point game. 40-38. Richmond back the other end, and Dugan doing work inside. She can play inside or out. Very good three-point shooter as well, best on the team. 32 threes this season. But in this case, she scores on the low block, puts Richmond back up by 4. Liberty goes into Eyestadter. Her pass, or the pass to her was a little too hot to handle, but it goes off of a spider and out of bounds. Athene on the baseline, trying to get it in, and does just in time. It's deflected out of play again by Newell. Now the inbounds will be in the corner, right in front of the Flames support staff. Laura Mancuso must have saw herself on the big screen. She shades her eyes and has a smile on her face. Flames get it into Stout. Stout with 8 seconds to shoot is going to work her way on the right block, missed the shot. And the rebound comes to Richmond. Dugan left open for 3, short. Mills fights for the rebound for Liberty. Still a 4-point Richmond lead. After the Flames trailed by as many as 10, they've gotten it as close as 2. Liberty was up by 2 early in the ball game. Nwabi tries a pass down low to Mills, and it's picked off. Dugan up court to Newell. Newell, reverse lay-in is off the mark, out of bounds to Liberty. Actually hit Newell while she was laying on the baseline. She was a foot more towards us. She would have gotten the rebound on her backside, but her leg was out of bounds at the time. Kayla Thompson has checked in for Liberty. Mills and Nwabi have come out of the game. Also, Emma Leon in for LU. Eyestadter, far side to Athene. Athene hesitates, penetrates. High off the glass and in for Claudia. Back to a 2-point game. Richmond, nice offense. Dribbling into the paint with Sweeney. And then a little lateral, almost you could call, underhanded dish to a cutting Perchetti, who scores. 4-point lead for the Spiders. Athene back the other way. Her floater is blocked by Richmond, and they come away with the basketball. Dugan with the block shot. Ahlstrom for three, in and out. Rebound to Athene. The three-point shots just haven't fallen for Richmond in this ball game, and fortunately for the Flames, we're going to have a foul away from the ball against the Spiders, a hold down low. Richmond 2 of 14 from three. The Flames are 4 of 10. Spiders overall shooting well, 48%, Liberty 45%. It's been a fun game to watch. If you're a fan of defensive basketball, not as much. The offensives have worked pretty well, again, other than the three-point shooting for Richmond, which is normally very efficient. It's not so far in this ball game. We come to a media timeout with 4:27 left to go in the third quarter. Flames will have the basketball trailing by 4, 44-40. After this timeout from Van Wagner, this is the Liberty Flames Sports Network presented by Abish Financial Services.
Game day isn't the only adventure. Find yours in Bedford, Virginia. Just down the road, but a world away. Explore seasonal events, cruise the Blue Ridge Parkway, or hike the peaks of Otter. Enjoy outdoor fun at Smith Mountain Lake or play world-class disc golf. Home to the National D-Day Memorial and packed with small town charm. Bedford has it all. Plan your visit and see the event calendar at destinationbedfordva.com. That's destinationbedfordva.com.
Rogers Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Plumbing. Your local HVAC experts. Online at callrogers.com.
Have you downloaded the Liberty Flames mobile app? If not, what are you waiting for? The Liberty Flames mobile app is your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news on your favorite teams, find upcoming schedules, buy and download tickets to the next game, listen to podcasts, and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcasts.
Takes a long three. Got it! From 30! And the Flames lead!
It's all on the Liberty Flames mobile app. Download it for free from your mobile app store today. Now back to Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
4:27 left in the third quarter. Liberty trailing Richmond 44-40 from here in Lynchburg. Attendance today, a little over 1,011, making their way out to watch some high-end, mid-major women's college basketball. Efi Nawabi in the game with 9 points, playing through some foul trouble. That is a career high for her, the redshirt freshman from Canada. Also has 8 rebounds, so she's edging close to a double-double, which would be her first career. She's averaging more than 10 rebounds a game, just hasn't reached that plateau in points yet. The foul was against Ahlstrom before the timeout, her first, and Liberty will inbound. They're scoring at the goal to our left. It comes into Thompson. Thompson tries to bounce a pass in to Stout, force-feeding it a bit, and it's stolen away. 10 Liberty turnovers. Newell on offense. Out to Dugan. Dugan, a nice pass back down low to Simon, and Simon scores. (46-40). Richmond back up by 6. Mills turns the three and comes up short. Rebound Spiders. Dugan the other way, finds her way into the paint and draws a foul. And everybody around the ball is in a little bit of foul trouble. We'll just see who is going to be in a little more foul trouble now. Oh, you know what? Fortunately for the Flames, it was the reach-in on the drive, not what happened near the rim that was called. And it goes against Emma Leon, which is her first personal foul. Dugan makes the first free throw. She is a 90% free throw shooter on the year. Rattles the second one in as well. Makes it 48-40. Flames have got this down to 2 points, 40-38. 8-2 run since then. Athene with the ball for Liberty. Dribbles around a screen, comes to the near wing. Nothing for her. She'll go back up top. And then over to Mills. Mills hesitates, penetrates, kicks in the corner to Leon. Nothing there. Drives, floats, and missed it. Tough shot. Dugan with the board for Richmond. She runs it the other way. Out to Simon. Simon back to Dugan. Dugan drives and then bounces a pass near side to Sweeney. Sweeney back to Dugan. Dugan across to Perchetti. Perchetti deeper in the corner to Simon. Far wing. Nothing there. Bounce pass inside to Perchetti. Knocked away by Mills. It's loose on the floor and the Flames come away with the basketball. Avery Mills with a defensive stop. She now comes up court. Drives in on the left side. Missed the shot though. Got her own rebound. Resets out to Athene. Athene with 18 seconds to shoot will pull up from 18, missed the shot, and the rebound to Newell for Richmond. She goes one-on-one up court with Eyestadter on her, now has it stolen away by Athene. Athene goes to the floor to take away the basketball. Liberty's now forced 7 turnovers in the ball game. Down by 8. Peters hands to Athene. Athene picks up her dribble, goes on the far side to Eyestadter, who dumps it right back into Peters. Peters double teamed, has it stripped away by Dugan. Dugan can do it all. Offense, defense, and special teams. Up top to Sweeney, who fires from 3 and hits. And that's the concern if you're a Flames fan. As Richmond now leads by 11, their largest of the ball game, and they get a steal. Pass taken away by Dugan. Dugan ball fake, drives and draws a foul. Will shoot a couple of free throws. Another concern is Richmond has not really hit their threes in this ball game, and they still had held a consistent lead. Not a big lead, but between 2 and 10 points, but mostly on the lower end of that until just now. And that was with shooting a poor percentage from outside the arc, which is not characteristic for them. So if the three started falling, you could see them being able to extend the lead. And they have done just that, 51-40. Dugan's first free throw is good. She's got 18. 7 of 13 from the field. And 5 assists and 5 rebounds. Like I said, she does it all. Hits both. 53-40. An 11-0 run for Richmond. Thompson with the ball up to Athene. Athene loses her defender, pulls up from 3, but comes up short. Nawabi with the rebound, though, and she lays it in. Ethan Nawabi now in double digits. She's got 11 points and 9 rebounds. 53-42. That ends the 11-0 run for Richmond. Simon on the drive. She's cut off by Stout. Throws a pass underneath to Sweeney. Sweeney's reverse lay-in comes up short. Flames with the board. Back up court to Thompson. Wide open for 3, but she comes up short. Got her on rebound, though. Out to Athene for 3. No. Short as well. Stout with the board, and she draws a foul. Flames get 3 chances on that possession. 2 open 3-pointers that needed about 1 more basketball's worth of force. I don't know if you can measure force in basketballs. The ball needed to go the circumference of the ball further, and it would have went in. Neither did, though, but Stout working the glass and now shoots 2 free throws. Emmy's first is good. 53-43. Emmy with 3 points in the game, make it 4. And the Lady Flames have scored 4 straight after the 13-0 Richmond run. Spiders on offense. Driving to the hoop is Wright, and she scores. Rain Wright hasn't played a ton of minutes in this ball game, only 4. She gets her first 2 points. And as time winds down in the third quarter, Richmond leads 55-44. Iasdaughter into Stout. Stout seals off under the hoop, had her shot blocked. Nawabi gets the rebound, and she has her shot blocked. Richmond comes away with the rebound. They can hold for the final attempt of the quarter. 5 seconds to go. Comes up top to Dugan. She turns and fires from 3. Comes up short, and Stout gets the rebound. The horn sounds, and the quarter comes to an end. A good quarter for Richmond. They outscored Liberty 19-13, and they extend their lead to 9 after being up by 5 at the end of the first. At the end of the second quarter. Extend their lead to 11. Sorry. I promise I can do math. Not great, but I can do it. They extend their lead from 5 to 11 by outscoring Liberty by 6 in the third quarter. All right. Very good. Didn't even have to pull out an abacus or a calculator to figure that out. Richmond did lead by as many as 13 in the quarter. After the Flames had cut it down to a 2-point game, 40-38. It was all Richmond after that. We'll take a break and tell you how we got to this point after this timeout from Van Wagner. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network presented by Abish Financial Services.
Although you try not to, most of us have used an ATM out of network, and at the end, you get that notice. It's going to cost you $4 extra. You're paying money to get your own money. It makes you crazy. In retirement, you're going to want to use your 401k. But every time you dip into it, you have to pay taxes. Here we go again. You have to pay money to get your own money. I'm Abe Abish, founder of Abish Financial Services. We believe that every retirement plan needs a tax plan. Without it, you're using Uncle Sam's plan. And do you really think that's going to work in your favor? Call us for your customized retirement tax plan, 571-570-3559. If you've saved $500,000 or more, we'll build your plan complimentary. 571-570-3559 or visit theretirementkey.com.
Investment advisory services offered through Abish Financial Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor firm. Insurance services offered through Abish Financial Services, Inc., licensed in Virginia.
Hi, this is Alan York, asking you to join the team as a member of the Flames Club. As a Flames Club member, you can make a difference by directly contributing to the success of Liberty Athletics. The Flames Club's mission is to raise the financial support needed to provide our coaches and student athletes with the resources to compete for championships. Membership levels vary and begin at just $75. Some gifts may even be tax deductible. When you join the Flames Club, you're truly investing in champions and championships. Join today at libertyflamesclub.org.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank game at a glance.
Richmond Spiders, they lead Liberty 55-44 as we head to the fourth quarter. Richmond shooting just under 50% for the game, 22 of 45. The Flames have fallen back into the 30 percentile after a rough third quarter, their lowest scoring quarter of the ball game, where they only were able to get 13 points. Richmond had 19 to extend the lead. Flames 38% from the field, 29% from 3, 4 of 14. Richmond is 3 of 16 from 3, 19%. Spiders 8 of 9 at the free throw line. The Flames of 4 of 4. Efi Nawabi now has been credited with 11 rebounds. She has 11 points and 11 boards, first career double-double, and she's gotten 10 or more boards in 7 straight games. That's the longest streak since Katie Feenstra. Matera now, back in 2004. Off the inbounds, the Flames on the first possession of this fourth quarter were able to get it inside to Stout. Stout scores. Richmond, though, answers with a three-pointer. Sweeney hits from outside the arc. It's now 58-46. Athene with the basketball. Picks up her dribble, out to Stout. Stout's going to take a long two and hits. I think the Flames thought it might have been a three-pointer. Official says she was on the line, but Emmy's showing off some range, and she has come alive since a slow beginning to this ball game. Dewey's three-pointer is a miss, and the rebound is on the floor. Athene saves it. It would have been tied up, and the arrow would have gone to Richmond, but by diving to the floor to keep it alive, Liberty now has it back on the offensive end. Stout to Athene, in the corner to Eyestader. Back up to Athene. Mentioned Stout, she now has 8 points in the game after going scoreless in the first half. Mills' jumper is off, but Nawabi gets the rebound and draws the foul. Efi with a couple of free throws. She's played through some foul trouble in this ball game, as she did at George Mason on Sunday. 3 fouls on her, misses the first free throw. Stout and Eyestader also have had to play through some foul trouble. They have 2. Newell and Dugan each with 2 for Richmond. Both free throws are off the mark, so the Flames with an empty possession. And Dugan's going to take a 3 from the top of the arc and hit. It doesn't take long for Richmond to make you pay for an empty trip up the court. Instead of the Flames scoring 2 points at the free throw line, it goes the other end, and Dugan hits a three-pointer. Liberty back on offense. A bounce pass inside for Stout was a little bit behind her. It's taken away by Richmond. They lead by 13, and we've got 8 minutes to go in the game. Dewey at the top of the arc. Bounces it on the near side to Dugan. Dugan backs up and now attacks. Kicks far wing to Dewey for 3, yes. And the shots that weren't falling for Richmond earlier in the game are falling now, and they've extended their lead to 16. Liberty's Nawabi goes to the hoop again. She draws some contact and will shoot a couple of free throws. Dewey picks up the personal. Efi with 11 points, 12 rebounds. Leads the Flames in both of those categories. Liberty as a squad down to 39% shooting from the field and 29% from 3. First free throws off the back of the rim. Off to the right. Flames 4 of 7 at the free throw line. Second one's good. That ends a little mini 6-0 run for Richmond, which is part of a bigger run in this ball game for the Spiders. Dugan is able to work her way down on the low block on the right side, and she banks it in. Well, she is tough to handle. 24 points for Maggie Dugan. She is 1 above her season average. Flames trailing 66-49. Mills at the top of the arc. Tries to penetrate, pulls up from 16 and hits. That's a tough shot by Avery Mills. (66-51) Richmond. 6:38 left in the fourth quarter. Breschetti up to Sweeney. Sweeney bounces it to Dewey. Dewey now to Dugan. Dugan looks back door. Sweeney Kicks out to Perchetti, and we're going to get let's see, the ball go out of bounds. Didn't see the signal. Either out of bounds or could have been a 3-second call inside. Either way, a turnover for Richmond, and the Flames get the ball back. Trailing by 15. 17 points was the largest lead for Richmond, and now a pocket pick from Newell. She takes it away from Athene and scores. Back to a 17-point game. Mills near wing three. Boom! Avery Mills taking matters into her own hands the last couple of offensive possessions. Last couple times the Flames got it across half court in the offense. Perchetti going to try to answer. Her three-pointer is short, though. We're going to get a rebounding foul called against Richmond. Newell picks up personal foul. Which is her third. She stays in the ball game with the three. Liberty goes to Eyestad in the corner. Now to Athene. Athene to Mills. Mills dumps it to Stout. Stout kicks it far wing to Nwabi, and a 3-second violation against Stout. Turnover number 15 for Liberty. Richmond has 8. 68-54. Spiders with the lead. And we've got a blown tire that Avery Mills is tending to. She ties her shoes and gets some applause from the crowd. Avery with now 11 points in the game. Dewey with the basketball on the right side of the court for Richmond. Underneath to Ulstrom. Ulstrom, it was actually Dugan that gave her the feed, and Ulstrom scores. So another assist for Dugan. She has 7 boards, 7 assists, and 24 points in the game. Athene on the drive on the left side, misses the shot. Rebound to Richmond. They're up by 16. A chance to take their largest lead of the ball game if they score. First, a timeout is going to be taken by Richmond. Their head coach, Aaron Roussel. Calls his first timeout. Coach Roussel in his 7th season at Richmond has them at 7-3 on the year. A net ranking of 48. The Flames have cracked the top 100 in the net rankings. They're up to 97. This Richmond squad picked to win, I should say, the A10 this year. The Flames picked to finish 2nd in Conference USA. We'll take a timeout with the teams as we've gone over the halfway point of this 4th quarter. Richmond 70, Liberty 54. From Van Wagner, this is the Liberty Flames Sports Network presented by Abish Financial Services.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Now, back to the game.
4:46 left. Flames trailing 70-54. As the teams continue their huddle. And the Liberty band plays in the background. Not a bad crowd for the first game after school has let out. Over 1,000 folks watching. Liberty will fly to Hawaii on Tuesday. Play later in the week against both Hawaii and Oregon State in Maui. Richmond has the basketball on the inbound, and they throw it out of bounds. And this is one of the weird quirks that need to be fixed in NCAA basketball. That timeout previously was because of a called timeout by Richmond. First call timeout of the second half is a media timeout. And then the first dead ball after the 5-minute mark becomes a media timeout. So we took a timeout. We went to a break. We came back. Richmond threw the ball inbounds, caught it, stepped on the line. I don't even know if a second came off the clock. And now we're back to another media timeout. They need to do what they do in the NHL. There has to be at least a minute in between media timeouts. So if they have it to where they would potentially overlap, they would be still playing right now. You'd wait a minute and then you'd take the next one. But that's the way the rules are, so we'll go right back to another break and finish our thought. Well, I'll go ahead and finish the thought right now. As far as Richmond is concerned, they play again on the 16th back at home against Bethune-Cookman. That is their next ball game, an 11 a.m. Education Day game. So Liberty heads off to Hawaii, and Richmond heads home. Well, the score is still 70-54. 4:45 on the clock in the fourth quarter, and another timeout from Van Wagner. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network presented by Abish Financial Services.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Oh, we got back too late. Missed out on some cool sounds of the Four Seasons. By the Liberty Pep Band. You can almost hear Frankie Valli singing. Liberty with the basketball. We get back underway. Flames going from right to left. They trail 70-54. As time is winding down. 4 minutes and a half to go in this fourth quarter. Ife Nwabi up top. Tries to throw interior, and we're going to get a hold called against Richmond. Dugan picks up her third personal foul. That is the fourth team foul against Richmond, so the Flames will shoot free throws for the remainder of this fourth quarter on any future fouls that aren't offensive. Inbound pass is knocked away. I'll try again right in front of the Flames club seats on the near side of the court. Nwabi going to drive. She goes up on the right side over the top of Dugan, who picked up that third personal foul. She scores. Still time, but Flames are going to have to get some stops along the way. 14-point game. Right to the near wing. Comes back to right. She's guarded by Thompson. Along the baseline, scores. That was a nice drive by Rain Wright. Kayla Thompson running the point for Liberty. 3:35 on the clock. Thompson picks up her dribble. Finds Stout. Stout goes back door to Nwabi, and Nwabi with a left hand lays it in. Flames running some nice offense the last couple of possessions, but unfortunately running out of time. Liberty's hit 4 of their last 5, but Richmond's hit 6 of their last 7. Three-pointer in the far corner by Dewey clangs off the rim, and the Flames get the board. Mills at the top of the arc. Double team for a moment. Now goes far side to Eyestadter. She's going to go along the baseline and then throw a bullet pass to Thompson. Thompson to Nwabi. Now to Mills. Mills with 5 seconds to shoot. In some trouble to Stout. Stout takes a contested long 2. It's an air ball out of bounds. So after Flames had run some pretty good offense for a few possessions, that was not a good set, and it also used up 30 seconds in the process. Flames showing some full court pressure. Richmond gets through it though. Perchetti to the top of the arc where Sweeney dribbles against Thompson. Waits for a screen, peels around it, drives towards the basket, picked up her dribble, has to go back outside to Ulstrom. Her three-pointer is in and out. And Nwabi gets her 13th rebound of the game to go along with 16 points. First double-double of her career and has scorched her career high in points. Nwabi down low. A little soft touch with the left hand, but it hits the heel of the basket, and Richmond gets the rebound. Sweeney up top to Ulstrom. Ulstrom bounces it into Dugan. She'll fire from the elbow. It's well off the mark, and the Flames get the rebound, but Liberty's running out of time. Down by 14 with 1:35 to go. Thompson goes all the way through, scores, and draws the foul. Not so fast. The Flames can make this an 11-point game. Again, everything would have to go almost perfectly to script in the final minute 34, but there's still a little light at the end of the tunnel. Kayla Thompson with 4 points. We mentioned the 24 points from Dugan for Richmond. That's not even close to even her season high. She had 37. I'm sorry, that's career high. 37 is her career high. Don't have her season high stats in front of us, but she's averaging 23 a game, so a little bit above that. Free throw is good. Liberty's made this an 11-point ball game. Again, showing a little bit of pressure. Now they back out of it. Malia Alexander has come in for the first time for Liberty to play defense. She's on Sweeney. Sweeney now dribbles to the near wing, gets to the basket, and scores. And that might be the dagger for the Flames. Down 13 with a minute 10 on the clock. Leon drives, kicks on the far side corner to Afja, who has just checked into the game. Now down low to Peters, and Peters lost the ball out of bounds. So Liberty has brought in the complete second unit now. Second unit kind of +2. Richmond to Ulstrom. Ulstrom's three is short, and Liberty with the rebound. Down 13 with 40 seconds to go. Zainab Afja goes far wing to Liddy Mwamba. Her three-pointer's off, but the Flames get the offensive rebound as Afja then has her pass picked off. Run out the other way by Newell. Richmond's going to call a timeout to make substitutions. They get Dugan out of the game. That basket for Newell was her third. She has 6.6 rebounds. Liberty down by 15 with the ball. And the shot clock is off, and the Flames are just going to dribble the timeout, I think. All right, so no, they're going to run the offense. Leon into the paint, floats it high and misses. Rebound to Richmond, and time will expire. They get the win 76-61. Certainly a game that the Flames will be able to look at the film and realize some mistakes. Mostly on the defensive end. The offense wasn't horrible, not the best of the year, but certainly not a day that you couldn't come out with a win. Needed probably a few more shots to go in. A couple more threes, a couple more twos, and you'd feel like you were on average, because Liberty normally puts up 69 points. They only had 61 in this game. So offense was just a little bit behind schedule, but defensively they allowed the Spiders to shoot 52% from the field. Only 25% from three, but most of those actually were in the second half to kind of extend the lead. And the Flames with 17 turnovers and only forced 9. A 27-4 edge in points off turnovers. You really don't have to look any further than that. That's the difference in the ball game. The Spiders a +23 in the turnover scoring category in a game that they won by 15. Teams huddle at midcourt for a closing prayer, and we will go to a timeout before we come back for the Coca-Cola postgame show. Liberty loses to Richmond 76-61. They fall now to 6-3 on the year. The Spiders move their record up to 8-3. And they'll head back home to play Bethune-Cookman. The Flames will travel to Hawaii to play Hawaii and Oregon State over the course of next weekend. We'll take this break from Van Wagner. This is the Liberty Flames Sports Network, presented by Abish Financial Services.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at any of their 4 locations, with 2 in Lynchburg, 1 in Forest, and 1 at Able Tire in Concord. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
It's the season of giving, and Lynchburg Nissan is giving you more than ever. Get $10,000 off MSRP on select models or 0% financing for up to 60 months. Drive home a brand new car starting under $18,000 and get 130% of fair KBB value for your trade. Plus, you'll receive 1 million miles of coverage at no cost. But hurry, inventory is limited. Visit lynchburgnissan.com or stop by today. Lynchburg Nissan, home of the million-mile warranty.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brawburgers. More information is available at crossroadsfamilydentistryva.com.
You've been listening to Liberty Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Time now for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Get a complete recap of the game. Hear from Lady Flames head coach Alexis Sherrard, final stats, and more. This is the Coca-Cola postgame report. Coke, taste the feeling.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. Tough game for the Lady Flames. They fall to Richmond 76-61, a very good Richmond Spiders club that's picked to win the A10 this year, an NCAA tournament team from a year ago. Actually not only got in but won in their opening round game against Georgia Tech, 8 over a 9 seed as an at-large. Got in as an at-large team last year out of the A10. George Mason, that the Flames played on Sunday, was actually the team that won the conference tournament and went to the NCAAs. They're picked second this year. Richmond picked first. And they showed it as far as their offensive efficiency in this game. Shot 52% from the field, 31 of 60. Only 6 of 24 from 3. That's below their season average, but 8 of 9 at the free throw line. Very good free throw shooting team as far as Richmond is concerned. Flames 41% from the field, 31 from 3, 5 of 16, 6 of 9 at the free throw line. Another 600 meals donated to local area food banks through the Food Line Feed. Score to Give More campaign. Liberty won the rebounding battle, 39-28. That's only going to slightly lower their season average of a plus 12.4, one of the better rebounding teams in the country. Richmond, a solid team on the glass as well, almost plus 5, so that's something positive that the Flames can take from this game. But 17 turnovers compared to only 9 for Richmond. 16 assists for the Spiders, which is their season average. The Flames also averaged 16, but only had 9 assists today. And those points off turnovers that were 27-4 in favor of Richmond, that's the difference. They also won the paint battle 44-36. Second chance points was 12-4 Liberty. Fast break points 13-5 Richmond. Bench points 16-12 Spiders. Liberty's leading scorer was Ife Nawabi. She's our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. 16 points, 13 rebounds for her. Avery Mills finishes up with 11 points, the only 2 Lady Flames in double digits. Claudia Athene, 9 points, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals. Emmy Stout with 8 points in the game after a slow start. She was able to go 3 of 7 in the second half for those 8 points. Elizabeth Ayestadter with 5 points. Also, Jakayla Thompson with 5. And Lynn Peters with 5. Liddy Mwamba with 2 points off the bench. Emma Leone came in, didn't score, did get a rebound in the game in 11 minutes of playing time. We also saw Malia Alexander and Zeynep Avcı get a little over a minute and a half of playing time in the fourth quarter. Maggie Dugan is actually sitting to my left at the moment on the Richmond radio broadcast. She had 24 points, 7 assists and 7 rebounds to lead the Spiders. 15 points from Allie Sweeney and Ava Perchetti with 10. The 3 double-digit scores for Richmond. 1,011 in attendance for today's ball game. Game time was 1 hour and 39 minutes, so a very efficient afternoon game here in Liberty Arena. Lady Flames will now travel midweek to Hawaii and play against Hawaii and Oregon State in a tournament in Maui. Next weekend, technically both games are on Saturday on the East Coast as far as the tip-offs are concerned. But local time, it's a Friday, Saturday flip. And then it'll be Christmas break for the Lady Flames. For Richmond, they head home to play Bethune-Cookman. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, the Coca-Cola postgame show continues on. Richmond with a 76-61 win over the Lady Flames. From Van Wagner, this is the Liberty Flames Sports Network, presented by Abish Financial Services.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at ThompsonBrooksInsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Dean picks up her dribble to Mills. Mills squares up, now fades back for three. Got it! That is a tough shot by Avery Mills. She created the space.
Welcome back into the studios here in Lynchburg on the postgame report presented by Coca-Cola. I'm Nick Pierce with you. That was our play of the game, brought to you by Freedom First Credit Union. Avery Mills with one of her 3 3-pointers in this one. And that one cut it to 4 for the Lady Flames in the second half. Liberty able to cut it to only 2 on numerous occasions in the second half, but not enough for the Lady Flames as they fall. The final score, 76-61, Richmond over Liberty this afternoon. Nick Pierce here with you. Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders before we get back to Jamie at the arena. We'll start Conference USA. And time winding down, fourth quarter, a minute 54 to go at Missouri State, with the Bears trailing Arkansas 68-55, the score there. Halftime at BYU, and it's all Cougars over UTEP 42-14. BYU 10-1 on the year, unbeaten at home. UTEP off to a good start at 7-1, but proving no match at the moment for BYU. Elsewhere, Jacksonville State at home with a big lead after one quarter there. It's 23-4. Gamecocks leading Point University 23-4. Non-1 opponent today for Jack State. Elsewhere, coming up at 6 o'clock this evening, Eastern Time, Louisiana Tech travels to unbeaten and 5th-ranked LSU. Tigers 10-0. That game will tip off actually in New Orleans. They'll play that at the Smoothie King Center, home of the New Orleans Pelicans, so neutral site game in the Compete for Cause Classic. La Tech and LSU tonight at 6 o'clock. Elsewhere, some women's top 25 action. Couple of games happening at the moment. Good one with number 20 Washington and Green Bay. It's Green Bay with a 2-point lead, 42-40 at the half. Also halftime where 11th-ranked Iowa beating up on Lindenwood 50-34. Couple of finals from earlier. 6th-ranked Michigan takes care of Akron 85-59. Number 17 Ole Miss 86, Wofford 52. And a couple of top 25 games coming up here just after the top of the hour. 9th-ranked Oklahoma at number 23 Oklahoma State. 4:07 Eastern tip there. Both teams 10-1. And top-ranked UConn looks to go to 10-0 when it travels to number 16 USC. That'll get underway at 5:30 Eastern. Out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Again, the final from Liberty Arena today. Richmond 76, Liberty 61. I'm Nick Pierce in the studios with the out-of-town scoreboard. Let's send you now back to Liberty Arena with Jamie Hall for more of the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Appreciate that, Nick. Still no sign of anybody out of the locker room. Kind of expected it might be a little bit longer discussion. They, well, even after, not just losses, but after wins, they tend to celebrate the wins for a little while in the locker room before they head out. And in this case, they go over some of the things that led to the loss. And as soon as Coach Alexis Sherrard comes out, we'll have a chance to talk to him. When you take a look, well, actually, you know what, let me do this first before we, as I do see Coach Sherrard coming out. So let me finish this thought, and then we'll talk to Coach Sherrard. A lot of folks listening in on YouTube and on Facebook, and we want to say hi to a few of those while Coach Sherrard gets his headset on. Greg and Donna up in Delaware were listening today, Ron in Myrtle Beach, and then also we got a hello from Vertical Sports Maui. They said that they were listening in Maui today to the broadcast, and that's where the Flames will be heading next to play in the tournament out in Maui against both Hawaii and Oregon State, as we have Coach Sherrard with us. And Coach, I know sometimes we make too much about momentum in from one game to the next, and we talked a little bit about that. And it's hard to kind of harness a great win and turn it into the next, but really it was certainly not what you would have expected considering the momentum coming in. Richmond had lost a game to Fairfield, and you guys had won an exciting game at George Mason, and it kind of the script sort of flipped a little bit. Richmond shot the ball above 50%. First time I think in 20 games that your team had given up 50% or more in a ball game. And I know my thought process at halftime was that they're not shooting the three very well. If a few threes start going in, they could get a comfortable lead, and that's kind of exactly what happened late in the ball game. They already hit a couple of three-pointers, and they pushed the lead out a bit on you.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fairfield shot 19 for 30 from three, so I think Richmond just ran into a buzzsaw in their building. Richmond's a very good team, and last Sunday, we beat a very good George Mason team. That game could have gone either way, but our ladies played well. Today, I thought we played well. The most glaring number was points off turnovers. 27 points off turnovers when you lose by 15. We talk about live ball turnovers, dead ball turnovers. So turnovers a touchdown, if you will. We can't set up our defense. They just get fast break layups off of turnovers, and I thought that really hurt us tonight. And I thought that was very uncharacteristic. I don't know if we've given up 27 points off turnovers all year this season. So, like I told the team, we don't want to overreact, but we definitely don't want to underreact. We'll look at the film, look at our strengths, look at areas that we need to continue to work on, because as a young team, we're still continuing to learn how to win.
And you say that, and that's probably something I don't say enough, is how young this team is. You look at these two different rosters. Richmond comes in with 6 seniors, a team that's an NCAA tournament team that has a lot of experience coming back. And you look at your roster, and you've got 3 true freshmen couple of redshirt freshmen, a couple of transfers. So not just necessarily young players, but players that are still getting acclimated to the system and what you guys do here at Liberty. And so when you have some nice early season success, you win a great game like George Mason, sometimes you kind of forget, well, this is still a team that's in the learning process.
Yeah, I mean, with the young team, you kind of have to expect some inconsistencies, and I think today was a huge example of that, just inconsistent, just areas that we've been doing relatively well in the last couple of games, but today just didn't go our way. But you got to take your hat off to Richmond. Aaron does a great job, full of upperclassmen. And, that's a compliment, just that alone. Retention today,
Yeah.
I mean, having seniors today is remarkable. So they're a well-oiled machine. I mean, they run their offense well, and we knew that was going to be a challenge for us. They shoot the ball well, especially from the front court position, which is rare usually for basketball. Usually threes come from the back court, but Dugan, she's an excellent player, and I can see why they're preseason number one in the A-10. They're a very good basketball team.
And also had a 24 ranking in the country as far as the Associated Press before the year, and there is no shame in the three teams that they've lost to, Texas, TCU, and Fairfield, all NCAA tournament, regularly in the NCAA tournament, certainly in postseason of some sort. Now you digest this, flush it, learn it for a couple days, I'm sure. Flush it because you've got a couple of big challenges ahead, including travel. Right. Travel may be the biggest challenge you've got this next week. You're going to be on an airplane an awful lot. You do have a little time once you get to Hawaii to get acclimated before you have to play a basketball game. But I think that's one of the things maybe the fans don't completely understand enough is you can win or lose a basketball game because of the travel there, or your sleep pattern or your hydration pattern are the things that lead up to you playing in a basketball game, especially in an exotic environment you're not used to.
Yeah, I mean, that's and you're 100% right. I mean, it'll be a long trip, but like you said, we'll have a couple of days. We'll use these next couple of days just while we're in town. Again, we want to, we don't want any camouflaging our blemishes. We'll look at the film, break down the film, and then in preparation for Hawaii, we'll take a couple of days just to kind of analyze Richmond first, and then we'll transition to Hawaii. And every game is going to be a challenge. I mean, everyone has good players nowadays, and when you have a young team, you're going to be playing against usually some upperclassmen the majority of the time. But like I said, we'll break down this film. We'll continue to learn how to win. We'll address some areas that hurt us tonight, and we'll move forward in preparation for Hawaii.
Well, let's talk about one final thing before we let you go. The bright spot, certainly the bright spot in the ball game. Well, two things. One is a team, a plus 11 in rebounding, but then a specific young lady in Ife Nawabi with 16 points and 13 rebounds. First career double-double. She was all over the court.
Yeah, and I think Paul mentioned with this double-figure rebound, that's 7 consecutive games with double-figure rebounds. I think the record is 8, held by our own assistant, Katie Matera. So, she's trying in the right direction. She does a great job on the board. She's just relentless on the boards. And, obviously she scored 16, which is good for her. She's capable of double-double. I think she's been a little disappointed with her offense, and I just try to encourage her that the offense is going to come. And tonight it paid off. And, she didn't do anything out of the norm. She just played hard. She rebounded, had 5 offensive rebounds, put back. So that's something that she's capable of doing every single game.
Well, Coach, I know the outcome wasn't what we were hoping for, but get rested up, get filmed up, and we'll see you in Hawaii here in a few days.
Okay, thanks.
That was head coach Alexis Sherrard as we wrap up the final here on the Coca-Cola postgame show. Liberty falls to Richmond by a final score of 76-61, and I was alluding to those games in Hawaii, so let's go ahead and give you the game times because they're unique as far as East Coast. If you're watching and listening along for that Hawaii game, it's going to be at 12:30 a.m. Saturday morning. So late night, Friday night, early morning Saturday, depending on how you look at that. The Flames will play Hawaii. And then later on Saturday at 11 p.m., so a little less than 24 hours later, they play who is technically considered the host of the tournament, Oregon State. So Oregon State, the second game after playing Hawaii, who's hopping an island to come over to Maui and play in this tournament. So it's actually not their tournament. They're just playing in Oregon's tournament, which is in Maui. Looking forward to that. And then after those two games, it's Christmas. Flames will not play again until January 2nd when CUSA action gets underway at New Mexico State on the 2nd, at UTEP on the 4th. The next chance you can watch the Lady Flames here in Liberty Arena is January 8th when Sam Houston comes to town, a 7 o'clock start time. Well, that's going to do it for us. I want to thank Nick Pierce back in the studio for getting us on the air, the engineers for all their hard work here in the arena and remotely wherever their cave is when they're working hard. May very well be at home. I know there's been many occasions when Louis James, when we've had one of those 11 o'clock p.m. starts because we're out on the West Coast and he's probably trying to get some sleep and he rolls over and gets us ready, gets everything going, and then probably rolls back and falls asleep until we text him again and say we got more problems. But they do a great job. We appreciate all that they do. And thank you for listening, whether it was online, on YouTube, Facebook, Liberty Flames app, libertyflames.com. We certainly appreciate that. Once again, the Flames fall to Richmond 76-61 until we talk again from Paradise in Hawaii. This is Jamie Hall saying so long and God bless.
You've been listening to Liberty Lady Flames basketball and the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. This game has been brought to you in part by Bojangles Famous Chicken and Biscuits. It's Bo Time. Carillion Clinic, inspiring better health. Carter Bank, life lived full. By Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. Crossroads Family Dentistry. Destination Bedford. By 11 West. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Frank Good Builders. By Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Gentry Lock Attorneys. By The Good Feet Store. By Haley's Appliance and Outdoors. Liberty Lady Flames basketball has also been brought to you by Ironclad Coffee Roasters, craft roasted in Richmond, Virginia. Larry's Tire and Auto Repair, providing preventable maintenance, repair, and service at multiple locations and at larrystireservice.com. By the Liberty Bookstore, the official online store of Liberty Athletics. Lynchburg Nissan. By Peary Family Dentistry. Rogers Heating and Cooling, servicing Greater Lynchburg's HVAC and electrical needs. Segra, offering customized business technology solutions. Learn more at segra.com. By the United States Space Force. And by Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. The General Manager of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment is Justin Metzger. Liberty Flames Sports Network Director is Alan York. Coordinating producers Nick Pierce, Kyle Sykes, and Victoria Carter. I'm staff announcer Jeff Lawrence with a special thanks to Liberty University Athletics Director Ian McCaw, Senior Associate Athletics Director Robert Goodman, and Associate Strategic Director for Athletic Communications, Paul Carmody. Also, follow Lady Flames basketball on social media at Liberty WBB on Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter, and Liberty Women's Basketball on Facebook. Liberty Lady Flames basketball is an exclusive presentation from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.